Hey, how's it going? I wanted to catch you up on the little things I did in my world. Can wait, honestly. So, as you remembered, maybe we had like a lot of drawers, storage drawers here. And I moved it all right over here. I also did some building, but don't worry, I put everything down. I wrote everything down so we can go one by one, and you missed absolutely nothing. So, as you can see, there's a lot. I did a lot of mining. I think you can see it on my XP bar also. Um, but yeah, I've done a lot of mining. I'll give you a little example. And yeah, there's a lot of copper, graphite, osmium. I mean, you can see it like 1,846 diamonds. Yeah, that there's a lot. If you can we can see also in my stats items mined. I mined a little bit of stone, and there's end stone, and I'll show you why. But I haven't gone into the end yet. But I have done a couple pretty cool things. So first of all, second of all, let's go around the building. Here I put down some framed slabs, and since I now have a silk touch pick, Paxel, I can suck touch the grass and put them. I'll show you exactly. I can put a frame slab, and this is the grass block that I silk touched, and we can put them here. Same thing I did over here with frame stairs. Okay, and now this might look ugly, and it is. I don't like it, but I really like the effect that it has when we're down, when we're underneath. And yeah, this is kind of like a. I want everything to be covered so it doesn't rain in our home. So I opted for a lot of glass. There's going to be a lot more. But you can see over here that this like I don't know how to call it. Maybe light fountain or you probably know a better name than I do. But anyway, I really like the cozy feeling of it, especially at night. I don't know if we'll get to see it today, but it's really cozy. I also changed here. You remember Slimy Bee? Now we have a chocolate mining bee. When I was trying to remove, there was a separation here. I found it a little bit awkward because, like, you know, there's one glass pane that's continual and connected, and it was like separating the half with only slabs that were blue. I don't know. I didn't like it that much. So when I tried to remove it, the slimy bee ran away, and I found this cool chocolate bee inside of this sand nest, and I found it really cool. So I decided to put it in, and now it has a lot more room. They can talk, you know, with Bobette and Bobinette. I think that's mostly what I did for for building. It was a lot of progression, which I know you like, but it wasn't a lot of building progression. But this removing all the storage and putting it downstairs is it's such a good feeling, you know, when you're like, and you just did all the cleaning in your room or in your home or in your whatever, and everything's just, you know, nothing's there anymore. It's just clean, just easy, simple on the eyes. But yeah, this is ugly. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Probably gonna build it up. I think make it maybe like a big tree. I don't know, but I don't love I don't love this, but I do love the effect downstairs. Okay. So next up, I wanted to show. Oh yeah, these lights, which I love, are shroom light. I think you can see it right here when I jump. Yeah, it's shroom light, and luckily in this pack there are ways of crafting it. We can do it with these essences, which we will probably get into further down the road, but we can also get them from growing. What did I just do? Why? I think why. Whatever. um. Basically, yeah, and can grow them here. There's only a 5% chance, so I don't know why it keeps doing that. Whatever, we'll just ignore it for now. And yeah, so that's why I only have 3, 6, 2, and 4 in here. But at least there's some renewable way to get some, so we can do most of the lighting inside of our home with this. There's also somebody in the comments that said we could use glowberries, which I think is a really good idea, and I'm probably going to implement it. Yeah. Eventually, we'll see. We can probably put like string underneath it to cap its growth at X point that we enjoy, which will almost be invisible. And yeah, okay. So next we have the mega torch right here. I don't know. Shift right click with an empty hand to disable. Okay, so basically this is just a big square where no mobs can spawn. Really fun. So you don't have to worry about lighting everything, even though we will light it. But we're gonna light it, you know, like sexily. Yeah, that's the word. That's definitely a word. So with ambiance. Okay, so I had to show you this. There's an arrow I found, which I'm just gonna show you like this because it's way more fun. Oops. Okay, so I shoot myself, and now I have creative flight for almost 2 minutes. Isn't that awesome? Well, to me at least, it's absolutely awesome. I think it negates all fall damage. I haven't been able to fall from high enough to hurt myself with the flying buff. So yeah, now I just run around and shoot myself when I need to fly, which is a little bit derpy, but I think we can both agree that it's pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, I just had to show you that. Next up, I showed you the storage, which I moved everything, but I didn't show you how it functions, which is really interesting. I think there are two main aspects of this storage that is really, really interesting. The first one is sophisticated storage chests are really interesting because you can put stack upgrades, which just multiplies the number of stacks we can fit in a slot by 16 times 2 because we can have 2 upgrades, but it limits you to the number of like utility upgrades that it gives you, and that's awesome because otherwise I would have felt quote unquote forced to put 4 like stack upgrade tiers, but now I can put void in it, and that's why we can see in here deep slate there's 16,384 deep slate, and as we saw earlier inside of the items broken, I mined a lot more than that. But basically what it does is when I put it inside of the system, the priority is 777. So there's no other that are higher. So this is 0, this is 0, and this is -1, yeah, whatever. It's not really that important. It's more that this one is the highest, so it tries to put it in here first, and here it accepts it, and it voids anything that overflows overflows a single slot, which is absolutely sexy, because that means that like anything that we have over 16,000 goes into the void, and anything under that we just keep. And it's gonna make storage system so much easier. And here's a lot of junk. As you can see here, there are no stack upgrades, and that's why we only have like, we're filling up a lot of space with quote unquote nothing. And also this I'm taking just because I think I put a slot here, yeah, and we had 69 right here, and nice, first of all. But when we put it back into the system, you can see that there's going to be 231, baby. So, yeah. So this isn't finished, basically. This is the part that I'm actually using memory for it to know exactly what it is and to keep it that way. So, and I'm using the memory in here with granite blocks. So it blocks, it kind of prevents, blocks. So it kind of prevents the way that we, like, it prevents, for example, a leather cap to go in there. I don't really want a leather cap in there. I want like quote unquote priority blocks, which are to me like a lot of blocks that I don't want to flood into the rest of my storage. So deep slate, cobblestone, jasper, scoria. Damn, I'm tough. And all of the ores that I actually want to keep. And so the second part of this storage system, which is godlike, I think you will agree with it. And this kind of goes into the other point which was mining showing, which is kind of me going to show you what a mining trip looks like. But before we do that, yeah, I wanted to show when it's night, we can see right over here, like the cozy vibes, which is gonna get more quote unquote intense, I think, with when we remove all the other light sources which are kind of polluting the lighting style. But yeah, I wanted to show you also, if you hear my character eat and you don't see me eating, that's because I made an advanced feeding upgrade and I put it inside of my backpack, which allows me to eat. Well, basically the backpack eats for me, which goes into another point, the mining showing and the mining dimension. This is basically going to be, unless we make some quarries, which I don't love, this is going to be my mining workflow. If you want to copy it, it's really god tier. I went and killed a boss, which is the warden, and this guy, when you kill him, I'm just gonna bounty board. When you kill the warden, it gives you an aldemodium ingot. Now you can use that, the aldemodium ingot, to make a teleport pad. Let's just write pad, and you can see which is 1 ender pearl, and aldemodium nuggets, which is made from aldemodium ingot, which we get from killing the warden. So if we right click this, shift right click, if we shift right click this, puts us in, you can see it right over here once I remove my thing, which I think it can show us in F3 also, if I can find it. Basically this is, yeah, biome, biome right here, all the modium mining. So this is the mining dimension. And we can jump in. And in this dimension, no hostile mobs can spawn. And there are, I think, all of the ores that you can find inside the whole mod pack. But I'm not sure at 100%. So as you heard, we just ate automatically. And now, see how my my storage is kind of, my inventory is kind of piling up. Now, if I switch this to pick up all, and then I put a magnetic tool in my other hand, it automatically, the magnet pulls all the items in, and the dank, which I'm gonna show you real quick, manages to pull everything. But since in our base we have a ID 0 dank identical inside of a dock, it pulls all the item outside of, like, from both danks, which are on the same frequency, which means they're basically like an ender chest, and it pulls everything inside of our storage. So if, let's say I press F on this, you see all the items going up and then going down? That's because we're automatically placing it inside of our storage. Yeah, and now since we have auto mining also, we can just mine. We have auto eating. We can just mine with vein miner, and then we get everything, every single thing, and it automatically inside of our home. I just love this. Minecraft for me is such a relaxing game. It's like, you know, after a really stressful day, when you just need to cozy up, put your brain off, and just relax. You can just enjoy the Minecraft music with some relaxing gameplay of just mining inside of a dimension that doesn't have any mobs, and you don't have to stress about your tool, your eating, your storage, your inventory filling up. And later on, I'll even show you how to get tools that'll never break, which is a big plus in my opinion. But for a starting home, I think it's really, really good. So as you can see, there's even diamonds, and I'm even gonna go further and show you everything. I'm sorry if you can hear the phone. Somebody else is calling me, but you're my priority right now, so I won't even touch the phone. This is our time. Yeah, so you can see there's deep slate. And if we go even further, you can go down. There's still copper, diamonds, tin. This is coal, and it's giving me graphite because we have auto smelt. But I don't mind that for right now. Once we get like a lot and a better system to upgrade our, not to upgrade, but to process our ores, I might change it up and go with only fortune. And if we get a mending pick, then that'll make it even better. Yes! Yes, yes. I'm sorry, but we have all the modium, and I don't remember how to mine it. Well, fuck me. And call me Sally. We're gonna waypoint, and we're making new waypoint. And mining, yeah. We're gonna write all the modium. I'm gonna put it in the color it is, and we're gonna save it. So when I remember how to mine this, we're gonna have access to it. But yeah, which the best part, well, one of the best parts of being in the mining dimension, which I know you're gonna enjoy as much as I am, is that the deeper you go, you can even go into the nether, which is absolutely awesome. So you can find, well, or you can find in the nether. And now you won't believe your eyes, but if you go even deeper, this is how I got endstone without going into the end. So you can go your osmium blocks. And if you go even deeper, you are going to get... I'm sure you won't believe this. I hope you're ready. You get... bedrock. I was teasing you. There's nothing deeper. But yeah, so you can do your mining pretty chill. And since I put on breaking 3 on my pick, it's actually lasting a really long time. I can just repair it with this and continue mining. Once we're done, let's say, oh, I'm done mining. We can go back to spawn like this. Oh, big lag spike. Sorry for that. We can go back to spawn. Right here. And we're back home. And we're ready for another trip. And you can see all of the numbers that got higher in here. Yeah, we have 1,900. We had 1,800 something at the beginning of the video, which is pretty cute. So yeah, I hope you're happy that I managed to catch you up on everything we did. Thank you for letting me speak my mind and you actually listening to me. I hope you have a nice day as much as I do. And thank you. Bye bye.